Hello, welcome to Louie Reviews. I'm Louie Monster, and here I review anything primarily Muppet focused, but sometimes extending to other things puppet related. Now, if you've ever wondered where I get all these cool things in my constantly growing Muppet collection, I thought it's about time that I make a little short video series where I keep you updated on new stuff that I get from my collection and where I got it from. Now, today we're focusing on stuff I got last week and this week from secondhand shops. So, let's get into it. And I got some really good stuff in the last couple weeks. So, yeah. Let's see what I got. First, I went to a place called Louie, which is a place I find myself frequently visiting. They have a variety of different stuff that they sell there. And, let me show you what I got from there. My first item is this really cool plastic Bert and Ernie stool. Now, I will shamefully admit that I didn't quite know what this was when I grabbed it. I just grabbed it because it looked cool and had Bert and Ernie on it. I mean, that's really all you need to know. So it turns out that this is a kid's step stool made by Fisher-Price in 1984 and is not very common among collectors, as I've heard, since it's pretty hard to find one of these. So I'm really glad that I found this. Got a really nice design, Ernie on one side and Bert on the other, and it's actually in surprisingly good condition, other than a few scuffs here and there. But I think this is pretty good, and I purchased this for the price of $4.50. Now, next I went to go and visit the Goodwill bookstore, which is sort of a miniature Goodwill near me. They mostly sell things like books, records, CDs, you know, DVDs and VHSs, stuff like that. And so there I got a couple things. First up is this DVD called Bear in the Big Blue House, Heroes of Woodland Valley. And I cannot express how happy I was to find this. So this was a premiere episode for a new season of Bear in the Big Blue House that focused on Woodland Valley, the town that they lived in. And the episode is not on YouTube in its entirety, so I was really happy to find this. It is in surprisingly really good condition. The disc is still intact. It still even has that little pamphlet explaining what's on the DVD, and the case, there's the corner of it's chipped just a little bit, but really other than that, it is in great condition. And Bear in the Big Blue House is probably one of my favorite things the Jim Henson Company ever did, and it was pretty good because I only paid $2 for this. Great price. Next up is this super awesome Muppet Christmas Carol picture book. And as you know, everyone loves this movie. It's an absolute classic, so any merchandise from this movie, I just have to get. But what's especially cool about this book is instead of just illustrations like your typical Muppet or Sesame Street children's book, it's got actual photographs from the movie, you know, the puppets and stuff, and I love buying merchandise that's got photographs of the actual Muppets, so this is really cool. And I got it for a great price, only $1. Back to Toulouse I went this week, and I only found one thing, but I was very satisfied with that one thing. Oh, next up is one of my favorite items that I got. It's the Talking Count Big Bird made by Tyco. Now, the minute I saw it, I had to grab it because, you know, it was old, and it was a plush, and it's Big Bird. Three of my favorite things when it comes to collectibles. And when I first saw this, I just thought it was, you know, just a regular, ordinary Big Bird plush. But no, I looked at the tag, and it's the Talking Count Big Bird made by Tyco in 1996. The tag is really faded. I think that actually says 1995. And he is in actually surprisingly good condition, and I had to change the batteries though, and when I did, he talked.
2, buckle your shoe. 3, 4, close the door. 5, 6, pick up 6, 7, 8, swing on the gate. 9, 10, let's count again. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, this was a great find, really good shape. I'm really glad I got this, and I got him for the price of $4.50. Back to the Goodwill bookstore, and this time I think I hit a jackpot. I cannot express how happy I was to find this and all the other books and stuff there. So this is a Sesame Street book from 1971 called The People in Your Neighborhood, based on the song of the same name.
Oh, who are the people in your neighborhood, in your neighborhood, in your neighborhood? Say, who are the people in your neighborhood, the people that you meet each day?
Sure, there is some questionable artwork in it, but overall it is really cool. This is a true collector's item. Hey, there's even an illustration of a Muppet with a cigar. They wouldn't allow that today on Sesame Street.
They're the people that you meet
when you're walking down the street.
They're the people that you meet each day.
Want to go for a ride in my elevator?
Oh, that might give me a lift.
Oh, I don't get it.
Here's another very old and rare Sesame Street book. People in My Family. This, again, really cool. I think the illustrations are done by the same artist. That's one of my favorite part of these old Sesame Street books, is just the illustrations. And Cookie Monster's in it, and you see, he's the only prominent Muppet featured, and you see what's apparently his family. I don't remember his parents looking like that on the show, but hey, this was the early days. You just had to use your imagination. And, of course, it's based on the song of the same name.
Oh, I've got 5 people in my family, and there's not one of them I'd swap. There is a sister and 2 brothers, and a mother and a pop. That's me.
Next up is Oscar's Alphabet of Trash. I actually remember a reprint of this book in the first volume of On My Way with Sesame Street, which I had when I was a kid and still have now. This is a great book. Oscar showing off his collection of trash, each with a letter of the alphabet at the beginning of it. And yeah, this is a really cool collector's item. Been looking for this for a long time, actually. And along with that, I have Farmer Grover. And both these were actually, Farmer Grover's another good one. It's about Grover working on the farm and trying to do the same things as some of the animals. Really nice little story, and this is actually from a set of Golden Shape books. Each was based around one character from Sesame Street. And now that I have these two, the only one I'm missing is the Count's Number Parade, so I'm still on the hunt for that. Next is my favorite, if not one of my favorite items I picked up. This book called The Whale Tale, starring Jim Henson's Muppets. It's this cute little story about the Muppets all going out to sail in the ocean, and Kermit and Robin making friends with a couple of whales who are on the run from some whale catchers, which are pigs.
Ahoy there, frogs! Hey, Slimy, you seen any whales?
Listen, whales are scarcer than hen's teeth these days, thanks to you guys.
Yeah, give him a break!
Not a chance!
And this is actually just a story version of the friendship number from the Muppet Show.
If you ever lose your teeth and you're out to dine, borrow mine. It's friendship, friendship, just the perfect friendship. When other friendships have been forgate, ours will still be great. La 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 da da.
Again, the artwork in this book is amazing, and I got this for such a good price and in such good condition. I was really happy with this.
Sometimes you gotta stand up for your friends.
Next is another thing that definitely tops the chart in terms of favorite items. It's this book called Gobo and the Poisonous Cackler. And Fraggle Rock is probably my favorite Muppet show to exist. And the best thing is it's not just a book, it's also a book and record set. And the record, it's really cool. It's got, audio from the actual performers who did these Fraggles. Jerry Nelson, Dave Goelz, Kieran Prell, Steve Whitmire, Kathy Mullen. And at some point, I want to do a review video for just this item alone. Because I think it deserves that, and I'll play the record and everything for you. So stay tuned for that. Now, the last item I found was this book called The Big Blue House Call. Now, I'm not criticizing this, don't worry. As much as I love Bear in the Big Blue House, this isn't one of my favorite items I picked up. But still, I really like it, though. I mean, there's a really unique art style where all the backgrounds are cartoon, and they photoshopped in pictures of the real puppets, which I think is kind of neat. And also, I'm a sucker for anything that's got Bear on it, because, well, who doesn't love Bear, honestly? Now, this is basically just a simple little story about Bear and Doc Hogg teaching everyone else in the Big Blue House about how it's important to go and see the doctor and to keep yourself healthy and strong, which is an important lesson. Whoops, I just realized something. I did not tell you how much any of these books were. Well, I'll tell you. You see, this Goodwill had a promotion. A very good promotion, that is, so I got all of these for just $1. Yes, you heard that right. All this for just $1. That is amazing. Yeah, and so those are all my Muppet secondhand finds of last week and this week. And yeah, I'll say I found some pretty good stuff for my collection. I'm really happy with all these finds. Yeah, so make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And also, if there's any other Muppet merchandise you'd like me to review, whether it's something old or something new or something rare, let me know in the comments below. And if I have it, I'll review it. Yeah, well, stay tuned for more Muppet reviews from me. And yeah, so I'll see you later. Peace out.